Hello everybody, it's me GhostCritic. Time for another Wednesday new comic book day video, so you can have a look and see what I picked up from the store today. It was a very small week. I should have had 5 comic books on my pull list, but only 4 were in there. And that was the Jack Kirby one-shot New Gods. I don't know why he just didn't even know that these were happening, and I basically had to put every single issue singularly on my pull list to make sure I get them, and he's going to get me New Gods hopefully for next week, but kind of disappointed that I haven't got it on the day of release. So that left me with 4 books, but before I show you those, I had 2 new subscribers in the last 7 days, and I had one that I'm very sorry that I didn't mention last week. I missed you out, I'm very sorry, but you're going to get a shout out this week if you're still watching. And that person was Chris Joseph. He subscribed last week and should have been shouted out in last week's video. I apologise, but thank you for joining my channel. The other 2 that have joined my channel is Spectacular Spider Grandpa, and I will have a link to his channel in the description bar below. Please go and use that link to subscribe to his. He does comic book hauls, new comic book day videos, lots of videos to go and watch, so go and support his channel and let him know that you found him through me. And the other one person that subscribed to me, there's lots of 3s and Zs in here, and basically I think it says Phoenix, but they don't have any regular videos, but thank you for joining me anyway. And so that's the 3 people who subscribed to me over the last 7 days. If you subscribe to me over the next 7 days, you'll get a shout out in next week's video, and if you have a channel, I'll promote it and link it and get people to come and have a look and see if they want to subscribe you too. Sunday I put up my comic book review video, and I was not harsh, but I was a little bit disappointed. A lot of the comic books I'm reading at the moment from last week were very basic, and that's why the video was called Basic. And if you go and watch it, you will understand why, and I think that. Thank you to everyone who already has, but please, if you haven't already, go back and check that out. Okay, so 4 comic books this week. They are, oh my god, I just realised they're all from Independence. There's no Marvel, there's no DC. That's very odd. Anyway, Image first, East of West, issue 34. Glad to see this back. I do think it kind of harms it a little when it doesn't come out as regularly, so it's kind of like, well, what did happen in the last issue? But as soon as I get involved in this book, I love it. Dragata's art on here has been top notch from the very beginning. It is culminating into this big showdown, I guess, between all the nations of this universe that Hickman has created, and it's just that kind of sci-fi epic that I love, so it'll be good to check that out. 7 to Eternity, Rick Remender, issue number 8. It's still James Harron on art, and while he's not a bad artist, I just don't think he's good for this book. Maybe if he was on from right at the beginning, I might think differently, but when you've had Jerome Pina doing that gorgeous, so detailed artwork, anybody else just doesn't compare. Harron is only doing it for the last issue and this issue. Jerome Pina's back in the next one when they close down this latest storyline and conclude that. But 7 to Eternity, it's that whole fantasy genre and realm that, again, another of the genres that I just lap up and love. So as much as I'm not so much looking forward to the artwork on here, I always dig the story. Finally for Image, it's David Lapham's Stray Bullets, issue number 26 of the Sunshine and Roses volume, which just is crazy. It's crazy. What else can I say? It's so dark, but so funny at the same time. So madcap, but so tense at times. Has a serious tone if you kind of like peel back the layers of comedy. I love this book. David Lapham, I don't think he's taken a break, no hiatus. He just cracks on with this month in, month out. Okay, it's not in colour, but still top notch. Love it. And finally from Boom Studios, it's issue 34 of The Woods. I think there might just be 2 more issues of this to go. Again, this is another book that is culminating to, I guess, the big all-out war. Will all these kids get back home to Earth, or are they going to be stuck on this war planet forevermore? Hopefully, Tinian has a suitable conclusion, a satisfying conclusion to this book, or I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. Now, they were my 4 books this week, and so it was a bit of a cheap week for me, and so as much as I know it hasn't changed very much, they're £1 bins. I thought I'd have a quick sketch through. If you want to check these out, stay with this video. If not, thank you for watching up till now. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below on all the books that you picked up this week. But here we go with a few back issues. There's only 8 of them because that's all really I could be bothered to look for and take the time to look for. So we have from 2006, it's the Legion of Superheroes issue number 15, filling in a gap. Mark Waid on that. I always think I've completed all of the Astro City runs, all the volumes, and because they have so many different covers, I pick them all up not realising I've already got them, because I'm not really big on variant covers. As long as I've got 1 issue of it, I don't mind. And finally, apart from 1 part of a 2-issue mini-series, this is it now. I finally found the 2 that I keep thinking are the ones that I've already got, but I haven't. That is Astro City, The Dark Ages. This is book 3 of that series and issue number 3. And also Astro City, The Dark Age, book 3, issue number 4. Not the greatest of runs of Astro City. Quite ironic that it's called The Dark Age, because it was a dark time for that particular book. But I'm a completist, I need to have them all. Issue 90 of Tales of the Teen Titans, filling in tiny little gaps I've got here. If I see these going cheap, I'll pick them up because it's the Teen Titans, it's Gene Wolfman and Levitz, and there's Burrito on there as well, which will be good, so should be interesting. And then whenever I see old Atlas comics, I also like to pick them up. They're fun, they're easy to read, and when they're this cheap, you just pick them up. So I've got issue 2 of The Cougar, issue 1 of The Destructor, along with issue 3, and finally issue number 4. So those are like a few little back issues. I thought I'd show you. There wasn't any point in doing a separate comic book haul video for those. But thank you for sticking with me if you still have. Until Sunday, when I'll be talking about those 4 new comic books. And who knows, over the weekend I might see a copy of New Gods as well while I'm out, and just pick it up from somewhere else and just tell the guy to put the one he's ordered me back on the shelf. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.